Alrighty, so they never ended up releasing global patch notes last night, so I figured I would just make my own, if that's how that even works. So there are a couple of things that we can glean from the official patch notes for last week on global, and then the rest of it we're just going to be looking at the JP patch notes for the same update that we're getting right now, but for the JP and Korean versions of the game. So yeah, I guess sorry that these aren't official patch notes, but they didn't release any. So I did make a post about it last night. Somebody was saying that it's an official holiday today or tomorrow or sometime in Korea, but I never really understand that argument. I feel like there's got to be some truth to that, because every time they seem to mess up the patch notes or just not release them on time or whatever, or at least like not release them on the day that they're supposed to come out, normally there ends up being some sort of Korean holiday or something like that involved, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, because the way that I would perceive it, you know, whenever they do the Hawk Tavern sort of, or the global sort of like YouTube videos and stuff like that, where they have the actual global dev members, or like just, I guess those are like public faces or whatever for the, you know, the global team, they're definitely Americans, and like all of the patch notes have like Pacific Standard Time, which is the West Coast, as their main time frame. So are the global devs not in America? Like, why would a Korean holiday affect the patch notes for the rest of the versions of the game? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me in my head, but I'm sure there's a reason for it. But either way, so we are going to be getting Final Boss Legend Escanor, which is, if you don't know, it's going to be basically a rerun of Final Boss Escanor, but it's going to be on it's technically a difficulty higher than Hell difficulty, so it's supposed to be a lot harder. A lot of the people on JP have already said that it's not actually as hard as it, you know, used to be, because of a lot of new characters that they've come out with, and they've probably toned it back a little bit, because they got a lot they got a lot of flack last time that Escanor released, because of how hard he was compared to all of the other final bosses. So I don't know exactly what's going on with that. We'll look at it a little bit whenever it actually drops on global. I'll try to make a video on it as soon as it drops. Other than that, the only other thing that's officially in this patch note that is for next update is the battle events. They normally end up showing like, oh hey, we're getting, you know, 2 new battle events, and then the next or second round of battle events is going to be this one right here, which is going to be after I'm pretty sure this is after reset tonight into next week. So we're going to be getting one other battle, or we're going to be getting this battle event. These 2 should be going away. If we hop over to the official JP patch notes for the same patch that we should be getting today, or well tonight, into tomorrow, they are going to be rotating out the next final guild boss, which is good, because honestly I am so sick and tired of Kelak. I really hate Kelak the most out of any of the final or the guild bosses, and honestly Belgius could probably be a huge improvement. I don't remember if we've done Hell Belgius yet. I think we have. I think somebody was saying that we've already done Belgius, but I don't really mind Belgius all that much. I don't know. I just hate the fact that on Kelak you have to do the whole stupid Derriere crit strat, or like some other really tedious strat that is super annoying and like takes multiple tries to pull off if you're not lucky enough with it or whatever. It's just, I just hate that strategy. I really wish, you know, we could end up finding either a new way to beat Kelak and get good points out of it, or if I don't know if they just changed it somehow. I don't know. I hate Kelak so bad. But yeah, guild boss is going to be rotating a little bit. Final boss Legend Escanor, of course. If you don't know, with the legend difficulty, the whole shtick, like gimmick to them, is once you beat it the first time, you get a cosmetic for that specific hero. So this is going to be old Escanor, not the one Escanor, but the regular. So this will work for the green Escanor and the red Escanor that we already have in the game. And you're basically just going to get a really small little crown that goes on top of his head to signify, hey, you beat legend difficulty Final Boss Escanor, which is okay, I guess. I mean, the best part about it is that it's a free UR cosmetic piece, so you can put that on if you don't have, you know, full UR pieces, I guess, for him. But these units are kind of old. I don't really know if you would even want to, like, build these characters up much anymore. I mean, honestly, the green Escanor is still super, super good. Red Escanor, I really am disappointed every time I use him nowadays, but, you know, that's kind of to be expected. I'm really surprised green Escanor is still as good as he is. This seems to be the final boss, or final boss shop lineup. Honestly, I'm not too happy with it. I mean, some of this stuff is fine. You get 10 of these, I guess, 10 of these, 20 of these. Those are okay. I kind of wish they would have put cosmetic upgrade materials in the year, because, like, as you know, if this is supposed to be like an end game, like this is the revisit, this is the legend difficulty for end game players. You know, in-game players don't really need some of these kind of things. Sorry for the dog noises. I feel like they should have put, you know, cosmetic upgrades instead, so that way, you know, you could actually get a little bit more value out of this. But honestly, the less they put in here that I need, the less I have to grind this out and get points for it. So I'm just not going to complain about it. The other thing that the JP patch notes have is the Hawk Pass. We are not getting a new Hawk Pass. We still have one more week left starting tomorrow for the current Hawk Pass that we're on. So I'm assuming in the next update, whenever Deanne drops for the festival, we're probably going to get a new Hawk Pass then, if not like the update after that. I would assume they'll probably do it next week. But we still have a week left on this, so we're actually not going to be getting the new Sariel cosmetics just yet. It'll be on the release of the next Hawk Pass. So we still have the ELAT Hawk Pass at the moment. So don't worry about the Hawk Pass stuff at the moment. And then pretty much other than that, there's really not anything else left besides the one battle event. So not too crazy, not too long. Pretty straightforward patch notes. We're going to be getting pretty much just Final Boss Legend Escanor, a battle event, and the guild boss rotates. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully this was at least somewhat insightful. I know this wasn't like super official or anything like that, but I got to work with what I got, I guess. So thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.